The Harahan Police Department is a police force with about 30 officers operating on a modest budget. But when it comes to compensation, the second highest ranking commander not only gets the highest civil service salary, but records show he got the most opportunities for overtime and other perks. Now, questions raised by Eyewitness investigator Mike Pearlstein have launched an internal investigation.
Captain Manuel Adams, known in the Harahan Police Department by his nickname Butch, is considered a hard-working supervisor. Records covering the first 9 months of last year show he received the most overtime pay of anyone in the department, the same year in which he was promoted to second in command.
Hi, this is Staff Sergeant Manuel Adams.
Adams also serves in the Army Reserve. In fact, these payroll records show that Adams took several weeks of military leave in 2012. But the records also show that Adams was paid for 17 days of military leave when the department only allows 15. Recalculate the 12-hour days for which he was paid into a 40-hour work week, and Adams apparently was paid for 10 days above the department limit.
Do you think that's something that needs to be looked into?
Oh, absolutely. And I will look into it. We'll definitely look into this.
Interim Police Chief Joseph Lorenzo said that based on WWL-TV's findings, he has launched an internal investigation.
We're going to launch an investigation. I mean, anytime that we have any type of irregularities or potential irregularities are brought to our attention, we're going to look into it.
But that's not all. Additional records show that Harahan officers sometimes get the chance to earn extra money by joining the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office working roadblocks under a DWI task force grant. Last year, according to JPSO records, Harahan was invited to join 5 such roadblocks. Each time, Adams got the assignment, even though at least 10 other Harahan officers are qualified with DWI training.
You can't have one person doing all the grants. You got to spread them around.
Records show that only once did another officer work the assignment, a reserve officer who worked alongside Adams. Mayor Vinny Mosca says the perk should have been shared by others.
That's a problem. You know, there's got to be more checks and balances to determine the allocation of money.
But there's a more serious question.
One of the days that he put in for the hours, the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office said there was no such detail.
Well, that's an issue. Obviously, it has to be straightened out.
The date in question is April 12th. Adams indicated on this timesheet that he worked on the DWI task force, but Jefferson Parish said there was no checkpoint that night.
Okay. We'll look into that, too. Anything that, you know...
Is that a red flag? I mean, that's something...
That's a red flag. That's not a good thing. There's got to be an explanation for it.
Lorenzo said the internal probe should be completed by the end of the month.
I know him from, like I said, from my time here as a patrolman, and he's always been somebody who has worked hard. Like I said, these things do leave me pause to look into it and see what's going on, without a doubt.
Lorenzo said that while the investigation is underway, Adams will be stripped of all overtime, off-duty details, and his take-home car. Adam will remain administratively reassigned to desk duty until the probe is complete. Mike Pearlstein, Eyewitness News.
We reached out to Captain Adams for an explanation, but he was not allowed to comment because of the ongoing investigation. We also called Adams' longtime commander, former Harahan Police Chief Mac Dickinson, but he said he could not comment due to his new position with Louisiana State Police.